Hello and welcome to Nintendo Switch Daily. Sorry, it's been a little bit of time. I've had a load of stuff going on which we talked about in the last late night gaming show, so go and check that out. We'll put the link in the description. But also, I've been really ill and you can probably hear it in my throat. Oh, it's just been an absolute nightmare of a couple of weeks. But Yoshi's Crafted World came out a few days ago and I have been loving playing it. But there is one special thing about this game, and that is, of course, that you can use Amiibo. And if you know anything about me, I love Amiibo and I've nearly got every single one. So I'm excited to see what you can actually do with that. So I have, I've lined up all the Amiibo that you can actually use, and then I'm going to check out what you can actually get with them. So let's jump into the game and I'll show you how to use it if you don't know yet. And then we'll go through each costume and see what is going on. So, this is where I'm up at the moment. Literally at the first main boss, having a great time. But let's check out the Amiibo. So if we just go down to Amiibo on the menu. Here we can put on what we want. So, I did the first one, which was, of course, Mario. So you can use literally any Mario Amiibo. I've used the one from the Super Mario series. I will show you what that looks like because that was the first one and I thought people probably want to see what each of these look like. So I have a few costumes already, but here is what the Mario Amiibo will give you. It's kind of like it kind of looks like a Mario trash can. But I'm not sure. I do love how Yoshi holds on to each of the costumes. It's really cool. So let's jump back into the Amiibo and let's start doing some of the other ones. So Mario is the first unique one. So there's a bunch of unique ones that you can get from certain Amiibo, and then there's one special one which we'll do at the end, which is just absolutely awesome. Second up, we have Peach. Again, you can use the Super Smash Bros. Peach, or you can use the Mario series one. So let's put Peach on. And I don't know what that I guess it's going to kind of be similar to the Mario one, maybe. We'll check that out in just a minute. Next, we'll go for, of course, which makes sense, which is, of course, the Yoshi Amiibo. Let's put that on. And then we get a Yoshi egg. Next, we're going to jump on with Luigi. Again, with all of these, you can use the Super Smash Bros. Ones if that's the one that you have. And there is just exactly the same as the Mario one, but obviously with a slight different colour scheme, essentially. Next, a bit random. I don't know why, like some of the other Mario series ones aren't included in this, but we do have the Koopa Trooper. The Koopa Trooper is going to give us something special, so let's put that on. And then we get a little Koopa's shell, which is really cool. Okay, and then we have Toad. There he is, hanging out. Let's put him on there. And then we have a little, kind of looks like a Russian doll looking Toad. And then we also have one that I forgot about, which is bizarre because it makes all the sense in the world. But also you can use, of course, Yarn Yoshi. So I have Mega Yarn Yoshi here. My other Yarn Yoshis, again, like the Poochie one, is I've just kept in the box because it'd just get dirty. Which I regret actually taking this one out because this is starting to get a bit dirty. But you can use Mega Yarn Yoshi for the green one, but you can also use the pink and blue Yoshi, which basically gives you exactly the same one, just with a different colour. So let's try Mega Yarn Yoshi. And there you go, you get a little Yoshi costume. So Yoshi will be in a Yoshi, which, there you go. And then we are then going to move on to Bowser. So here we go, I'm using the Super Smash Bros. One. I do have the Super Mario series one, but I didn't want to move it because I kind of just got it in the right spot. So I've got the Super Smash Bros. Version here, so let's put that on, just so you can see as well that you can use that one. And there is it's kind of like a slight variant of the Koopa version with that. So the other one, which I'm not going to be able to show, but I will have a screenshot up when we go through them in a second. You can also use the Poochie one, which kind of gives you a little, basically a little Poochie that you ride in. I just haven't took this one out, not because I'm massive on keeping things sealed, just because it's a yarn version. This would essentially get really dirty really fast, so I thought I'm just going to keep it in the box and make it simple. So there is one more, and I'm just going to go and get it. Okay, so I'm back, and that special one is... No, we're not going to have an actual Ridley costume, just to be clear. But you can basically use any other Amiibo, and it will unlock a special Amiibo related costume, but you can only do it once, so you can't just like go through all the every single amiibo you've got and you get a new costume. This is one costume basically for every other amiibo outside of the ones we've already talked about. So let's put this one on. Let's get onto the amiibo section first. And there you go, you actually get a little amiibo package, which I think is so cool. And I can't wait to see what it looks like. So let's jump into costumes and we'll actually see what Yoshi looks like with all of these. So what did we have? So we had the Mario one, of course, which we've already shown. We have the Luigi one, which is essentially exactly the same, just different color scheme. Then you get Peach, which is kind of like an oversized dress, which is just like really funny. Really cool. You get a Yoshi egg, and even though the costume looks like it's going to be closed, it's like he's hatching out of it, which is again quite cool. Then we've got the Bowser one. I think this has got to be one of my favorites. This just looks so cool. It's quite funny. And then we've got the Koopa one, which is again pretty much exactly the same as the Bowser one, just minus the tail and a slight different color scheme and the spikes, of course. Okay, and as well, the two that I had to add in because I forgot about is Toad. So there is the Toad costume. So again, very similar to the Mario. Well, not the Mario one, more like the Koopa ones, really. They look quite similar to that. And then you also have the Yoshi one, which is probably one of the coolest ones, to be honest. Look at that. That is really funny. That must have a lot of weight on the top of Yoshi's head right there. But I think that's actually one of the best ones. That looks really cool. Yeah. And then you've got the Amiibo one, and I think this is my favorite one. This is just so cool. They should have really done an Amiibo that actually like came like that. That would have been so cool. But that really works really well. And then of course I will show you now what the Poochie one looks like. There's a screenshot for you. So essentially it's just Yoshi riding in a little Poochie. The Poochie one's probably the second best one. But like I said, I can't open it because it's just going to get wrecked in about 2 minutes. So there you go. So that is, I'll jump into a level just so you can see what it's like to see Yoshi running around in a level. So let's go on one that's not going to trigger a whole cutscene and everything. So let's just jump in on this level here. Okay, so there you have it. That just looks so cool. I love how he runs with it and everything. It's just so good. But there you have it. There's the special Amiibo one. So I'm going to leave it there, and then I'm going to just do a little montage of basically Yoshi in each of the costumes that we just talked about, so you can see what it's like in a full level. So in the meantime, thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see loads more like this, if you want Nintendo Switch videos every single day, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell button, you'll be notified every time we put up a new video. We were really good at putting them up every time, and then a bunch of stuff happened with me, and we just had to stop, unfortunately. But from here on out, we will be doing it every single day. So hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you absolutely hated it, of course, you can give it a thumbs down too. And we will see you very, very soon. So enjoy the rest of this video.